And we're back with Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path. Let's do this.
Oh, I got a stomach cash, right?
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
Get out of it.
Like, are you guys here for the show?
Mr. Keys, Miss Berry.
You're a little early. I'm sorry, but we're still getting ready.
That just looks ominous.
I'm gonna murder
Like-
all of you.
Like, I'm so happy you came, though. You remembered our promise.
Yes, I remembered. You asked us to come see the show you, and you gave me this.
I'm so happy you came. Please, enjoy yourself.
Look at this fucking snake over there. And a gorilla.
I'm sure my performance will surprise you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your performance has already surprised me, Mr. Keys.
What?
But he hasn't performed yet.
Regina, please have a look at this photo.
Regina, please shut up.
Well, that's who. Is this balloon the property of the Berry Big Circus?
Ah, it is. Did you see it flying around somewhere?
It's highly likely that this balloon was used by the culprit in the chaos we're investigating.
The chaos we're investigating.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
is
the
chaos.
Emeralds.
Huh?
Chaos control.
Chaos Control. Who is in charge of the balloon?
Well, that would be Simon. But
Great, now shut up.
are you saying?
Shut up, wench. We got business here.
Huh?
Mr. Keys. You flew this balloon in the middle of the night, did you not?
Like, I do occasionally practice alone at night. Take a high, big-ass joint, though, so I'm not much of a pilot. I'm a little clumsy.
So for practice, you'll do something as challenging as flying a balloon around at night. Wouldn't that be rather difficult for someone who is clumsy and not much of a pilot?
Then, what did you think I was doing, Mr. Edgeworth? I was just doing a bunch of drugs and getting high.
You brought Kay to the roof of the Grand Tower in order to frame her for the murder of Jill Crane. Not a single security camera recorded Kay using the elevator. Therefore, the only way she could have gone up there was through flight.
Yatagarasu took flight.
And the only one who could have flown up there was you, Mr. Keys.
Like, no way, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you say that?
That's not all. You dropped John at the garbage pickup and kidnapped him. Wasn't that why you were late when you came to watch the trial of Patricia Rowland?
No way. I have no idea what you're saying. There's no way I could do things like that. Please believe me, Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I wanted to believe you. However, you have broken the trust yourself.
Bro, that's messed up, bro. Why would you say that? Didn't you once say that you trust me? That you believe in me?
That time has passed.
Which I ain't defending you now.
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you are probably the most affected by his death. I doubt someone as timid as you could have got the courage to murder someone. Alright, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you.
I'm so sad. Those words were all lies.
Those words are no longer appropriate.
It wasn't a lie. We really did trust you.
Okay, even you? We had some pot together, and yet
That's it, that's the line.
I'm hurt. You hurt me more than when you punched me when you were high. You hurt me deeply.
Oh. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, maybe Simon isn't a bad guy after all.
I see, so that's how you operate. I understand now, all too well. No matter who you face, you find emotional weakness and exploit it. You guide each person towards the outcome you desire without them even noticing it. That is how you're able to mastermind the entire case. I may have fallen for your tricks before, but not this time, Magic Man. Simon Keys, I indict you.
So, it's come to this after all. You were always so full of confidence, Mr. Edgeworth. But I rather like that, because now I can rip that confidence to shreds.
I think so.
Bobo, clean me up.
The fucking transformation.
He even has his own evil
Good
cat.
work, everyone.
He does that.
I'm a Snow White looking motherfucker, am I?
Oh, his personality has completely changed. So the animal tamer who could not tame animals, that was all a facade. This is the real Simon Keys.
Simon, that's not true, is it?
Regina, get out of here!
Truth or lie? What difference does it make?
Huh?
Yeah, that's kind of
Mr. Edgeworth just made me a little upset, that's all. You'll take responsibility for upsetting me, right? It's true. I practiced with the balloon 2 nights ago. That photo must have been taken when the balloon and I passed near the building. I often fly around that area for advertising purposes. There's nothing unusual about that, right?
I like the tiger behind me right now. He's like, God, I want a piece of that.
What?
See the tiger to the left? Do you see him?
I want a piece of that is not the reaction.
The gorilla just looks like he's having the worst day of his life.
Yeah, I
Bruh.
can agree with that. It's just the
Fuck this shit.
bro. Just let me leave.
This cage is too fucking tight. Why the fuck am I in here? And the bird's just fucking vibing. The bird's just there. You often fly around the ground tower in the balloon.
Yeah, even the circus needs to advertise.
Regina, is that true?
Yep, it was Simon's job to advertise using the balloon. Most people who live around here should have seen it.
That balloon was used in the crime we are investigating.
Like I said, it's just a coincidence. I simply happened to pass by the Grand Tower when that photo was taken.
This fucking shit-eating face. Look at it.
I'm sorry. Did you also have to be in the lavatory when the murdered person was killed?
He's taking a shit,
I
man.
fucking love that.
What the fact that some it's like I was
His fucking pose is fucking great.
Yeah, the poses are great. Yeah, the poses are great. I shall determine whether or not it was a coincidence after I hear your full story. Sleep up.
It's true, I practiced with a balloon 2 nights ago. I take issue with this statement!
Hold it.
Was the balloon launched from this tent?
There's a nice big park near the Sunshine Coliseum. I always launched a balloon there.
I see. In that case, how do you transport the balloon to the park?
Well, it's too heavy to carry by hand. It weighs several hundred pounds. And yet it can fly in the sky. Amazing, isn't it?
I asked you how you transport it. Now answer the question.
I can't even make some small talk? You're mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I used a truck. The balloon is loaded onto the back of the truck.
A truck?
A truck!
Yeah, the last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
I cannot overlook that piece of testimony.
I wonder if it was, this blue truck.
Also, somehow pulled my chest muscle again. The truck you put in the balloon into. Was it blue by any chance?
Blue? So what if it is?
Today we saw a blue truck carrying a large basket. is that truck just so happened to be yours, then your claim that you last used it 2 days ago becomes a lie. Agent Lang! Emma! Oh shit, she's here. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you. I've been searching for you ever since the incident yesterday. I dashed right over after Kay contacted me just a little while ago.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the thing you were looking for, I found it. It was placed in a blue truck in the dressing room
You found
parking
my
lot.
sandwich?
You found my sandwich?
Also, here's your sandwich.
Now we've got nothing to stand in our way. I can't believe her John Blue carried the truck.
Jesus.
A Blue Ojama, as I suspected. That truck is without a doubt the one I saw today.
Jesus Christ, he has an objection queue?
There are a number of blue trucks out there, you know?
It's so quiet because it's obviously it's dubbed over, but the objection comes out as objection. It's just so weird.
Final villain, so you know.
It's just crazy.
Squirrel's just fucking doing tricks right now.
Who's to say you're not mistaking it for a different one? Going crazy?
It's definitely that one. I got a good look at it. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, was that?
It wasn't me!
Do your best Edgeworth impression.
K! Words have no strength without evidence to back them up.
Ah, that's Mr. Edgeworth's voice.
Evidence! Present evidence!
Do I have any evidence to prove that this was the truck I saw that today?
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time.
You can figure all that out just by touching it?
What could prove that this is the truck I saw?
Alright.
Look for dusting for fingerprints.
I might actually have to check a system setting.
Why?
Because I have to double check if we have a microphone option. Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yeah, it's just that's dust for fingerprints.
Because
Oh, we have to blow off dust? Is that
yeah,
You got a press button to blow.
yeah.
I'd like to dust the truck for fingerprints.
Eh? Fingerprints? What for? I don't see any point in that.
A certain person's fingerprints should be left on this truck. And these fingerprints will prove that this truck was parked in front of the Grand Tower today. Whose fingerprints prove this truck was in front of the tower?
It was Miles's fingerprints.
Can't believe my younger brother left his fingerprints on the truck.
Edgeworth? Your fingerprints?
Indeed, earlier today I touched the truck at the plaza in the front of the Grand Tower.
For context for the earlier joke, Lawrence has a little brother who is also named Miles.
Yep, I like how Rob had to clarify it as if they couldn't figure out from the joke.
Because it's not. Sometimes they need to know. people are not
Wait.
smart.
Maybe you just called our fence. Don't.
Indeed, earlier
What
today
an
I
asshole.
touched a truck.
Rob's really gone downhill.
Jesus, wow.
I'd like to
Yeah.
dust my prints.
What have I done?
Emma, might I
Yes.
request a scientific investigation? You called our fan base dumb.
I said
That's
people
what I'm
aren't
here for.
smart. I didn't say our people weren't smart.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's-
We got him on tape, boys.
I swear to God, that slip was not Freudian.
Just leave it to me.
Uh,
I'll prove that Rob's a dumbass. Alright, we're all set. Go ahead, Mr. Edgeworth. He's gonna tutorial us for one incident in the thing. Like, seriously, there's literally no point. We only do this one time. Wait, you want me to do it? Of course, but Mr. Edgeworth will be up to the task. Here, I'll show you how it's done.
I mean, you're the scientist.
Alright then, you're the scientist. Why don't you fucking do it?
Exactly!
First, we sprinkle some aluminum powder over the area you want to investigate, like this. Then you snort it.
whoa.
The powder will adhere to the fingerprints when you sprinkle them enough. You blow it away. Blow it away. Just blow it with your breath. Whoosh. blow the powder away by blowing into the microphone. Got it? Yes, I think so. I guess we'll just do it for the real this time. Just so you know, the key point is to sprinkle the powder all over.
Alright.
Going to take a real huge hit today.
Alright, get ready, guys. We gotta snort it. Oh, wait. The M button is not doing this.
Alright,
Okay.
shit, oh fuck. My bad.
Ah!
Try X. Try X.
X.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't work. It's an input setting. Yeah,
I hear it.
microphone.
And here was the point. And here was the point where we got stuck in the game. And I could never finish it.
Viewers, I think it's a good thing that all of us don't know how
It
to
says-
snort powder.
It says microphone is M,
Talk about yourself.
but it
If I
doesn't.
try See, I can't make the joke because if I breathe in too deeply, my rib is gonna hit the muscle that's pulling and it's gonna
M
hurt.
as in mouse click or M as the key? What is that?
Try right click.
Right click. No, that wouldn't do it.
Can't you literally just reset it?
Can't believe the final case is stalled because we can't blow powder.
We can.
Oh,
It's hard.
my.
It's hard to do that on this emulator.
We need to figure it out. 'Cause I think we're gonna need it for the next game.
We're not gonna need it for the next game.
We're not doing Apollo Justice.
We are doing Apollo Justice, but we're doing it with the Apollo Justice collection, so we're not gonna need an emulator for
Yeah,
that.
they apologize. The,
All right,
yeah,
yeah.
we need to animate it, yeah.
Melon,
Save for that.
Melon DS, microphone. How do you do this?
Oh my god. Now, hello everyone. Welcome to Rob Learns How to Turn the Microphone on the Melon DS. If you follow these steps, you can do it too.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, if you look at these the white where I want to put the white spots, tell me, Iffy. This is a psychiatry exam. What do you see?
Right, I'm gonna quickly mute my mic and the stream because apparently the
blow.
ID is I'm gonna have to do it actually manually. Ah,
Anyways,
God,
so-
this sucks.
Anyways, what you say, sorry, Iffy?
All
What
right,
did you see?
I see the good shit.
got it.
There
You
we go.
did it!
Holy shit! He sees that good shit.
I had to actually. There's actually a setting in Melon DS that is called blow noise,
Blow noise.
and I had to select it apparently.
Good lord.
All right,
We got one. That's a nice clean fingerprint.
had a lovely snorting of cocaine.
Let's run the prints against mine post haste. Alright, just leave it to me.
Well, if we weren't high before,
These are definitely your fingerprints, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, it seems to me that we've just proven your statement to be a lie.
Ah, you figured out how to
He's
snort
got
cocaine?
rabbits. He's grabbing the rabbits.
what were you doing when you were driving this truck around? It's weed versus cocaine, lads.
Just taking it for a joyride?
I have the higher ground, Simon.
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted not far from the scene. Today there was another kidnapping in which a garbage truck was used. And once again, your truck was seen nearby.
Objection. This all sounds like nothing more than a high cocaine trip to me, buddy.
So it was pure cocaine you parked near 2 separate kidnappings? I doubt that. You were involved in both kidnappings, weren't you?
Isn't it a bit rash to automatically assume that the 2 cocaine placements were connected?
And what if I had evidence to prove that the 2 cocaines were performed by the same drug taker?
Thank God we're not monitored because this episode would have gone down hella hard.
Oh, you're serious? I can't wait to hear this.
Fucking don't think. The
Alright. What did Kay and John's kidnaps have in common? They were both
Cocaine.
minors.
Surprisingly, it is drug related.
Hey, let's go.
Kay was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug. And a bottle of sleeping drugs was found lying in the place where John was confined. The contents of the bottle were a match with the drugs used on Kay.
Objection. So that's all you've got, huh? And here I was, getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used. So what? You think that connects the 2 incidents? Surely you must realize it yourself. That doesn't prove a thing.
There must be something. Evidence that proves he is connected to those two cases.
The police, prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth, the Uber driver. In the end, you're all the same. You make up evidence as you see fit, just so you can send some poor soul to prison.
Or McFlurry.
Isn't there someone like that here? A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past?
You're wrong! Who would do such a thing?
Objection. Then show me the evidence. If you're going to accuse me of a crime, it's only natural.
It's no use. It's no use. I can't see any other threads linking him to the kidnappings.
Now then, have you finally run out of ammo, Mr. Edgeworth? I still have preparations to make at the circus, so if you'll excuse me.
Ray.
Hey! Now, you two. No need to get so heated. It's my turn to talk. And Simon, you're looking good in that clown makeup.
Yo. Jesus.
Hey, what's your deal? Don't just butt in like that. Uncle Ray's not so good in such a stiff environment. I mean, why so serious, right?
That's what the clown's supposed to say.
Hey, Kay, how about a little trick?
At last, my moment has arrived. The Great K. Faraday presents a Simon impression.
Objection.
That was
What?
all lying.
Why, you... Enough already! Psst. Hey, Miles, I'm buying you some time to get all your ducks in a row. There's probably a better way to stall for time than this, but whatevs. Woo! Nice one, Kay.
I'm not sure about this method, either. But I have to find something that connects Simon to the case. And I need to find it now. Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping that's connected to the mastermind's identity?
Yes.
Xehanort.
That's it! The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Dogen was looking for. If I can just connect the two young acolytes to Simon, which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity?
Correspondence chess.
Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual. Oh, then that somebody must be the mastermind behind the case. That's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence chess. If I can prove that it was Simon, then
That's enough. I can't stomach any more of your sorry excuse for a performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing for the show.
thank you for the help, Mr. Shields. Though you may have taken it a little too far.
You sure look happy. I take it you found something?
Look at me. I'm Simon. Simon's the clown. The funny clown.
Hey, come on! He's fucking from New Jersey now, apparently.
What?
Lang from New Jersey.
Hey, from New Jersey. Kay, you can stop now. Now then, Mr. Keys, do you happen to like chess?
That was rather out of the blue.
Out of the blue truck.
But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess.
Then I challenge you to checkmate showdown. The winner gets sent to jail.
The winner
winner
gets sent to jail.
To jail.
You heard me. Look, a real trespasser can't just throw the game.
Uh,
The only way. The mastermind played correspondence chess with Sir Han Dogen.
Objection. If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Dogen, wasn't it? Are you saying that he was the mastermind?
Which I'm saying.
There was no
Is
way
it-
Knightley could have been the mastermind. What's that, sorry, thing?
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Don't say anything. Just go.
I'm going home. Okay, bye. The reason being, the mastermind had continued to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. That being the case, who could have written this letter? I believe someone acted as the middleman between Dogen and Lightly.
So you're saying you think I'm the middleman?
I'm calling you the first or second.
And just why would I have to go to all that trouble and do something like that?
Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen. And as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland.
No way. Are you saying it was all set up so that he would be killed by her?
Objection. What are you saying? There is no way I could manipulate a person that far. Look at me. It takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks.
You didn't do anything. They just stacked for you.
Summoner has left the game. If only just a scrap of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. There be decisive evidence. I'd like to investigate your room. There could be decisive...
Objection. If it's the letters you're looking for, you won't find any in there.
What?
I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point in living in the past?
Jesus.
Grr! So that means he's already gotten rid of the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, everything you have said so far has been nothing more than baseless conjecture.
The evidence. I'm just one step behind it. What should I do? Am I all out of moves?
Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Who was that?
Excuse me.
Miss Berry, what's on her mind?
I've been listening in on what you were saying, and, when you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Yes, that's correct. Does she know something?
This morning, a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
What?
What did you say?
That's impossible. Knightley's already dead. Miss Berry, please let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go.
Quick, open it.
This is a correspondence chess letter.
This is the response to Doggett's last move.
Iffy.
Now can you see the path to checkmate? Can't wait to see the look on your face. We're expecting to lose a chest against me, right? I'm the cowboy here. I see the sin of this.
Correspondence says March 26th, day before Knightley's death. It seems the letter arrived late.
Since the circus moves around so much, a lot of the mail people send us arrives late.
Now, why was this letter addressed to you? This is proof that you're the middleman between Dogen and Knightley. I kind of want to look at that thing again, just be like, I wanted to see how the checkmate was in place, because you had to see. Oh. Normally you transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Dogen. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Curse you, Knightley! Why must you continue to interfere?
Simon, why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend?
Ha! Don't be ridiculous.
I don't have any friends.
I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago.
How old are you?
Probably like 65.
Oh shit, his profile updated. He's 24. My god, you've been holding a grudge since you were 6?
I mean, why not, man?
Bruh!
You didn't almost kill him, to be fair. 18 years ago, would that have been the day of the IS-7 incident?
Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm.
I mean, yeah, but we gotta be honest. I don't think it's that unreasonable to have a grudge for that long if you almost got killed by someone.
Yeah, but how is it Knightley's fault? He was stuck in there with him.
I mean, he was the one who bound, I don't know, he was the one who bound him, or whatever, I don't know.
While I was on my way to the contest venue where my father was waiting, Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, and with tears streaming down his face.
Not fair enough.
He kept apologizing. My dad's too scary. I can't disobey him. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's now a 6-year-old. Hi, Simon.
It's Tiny Simon.
Like, stop it, Horace. I promised my dad. I said I taste his desserts. If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble. I'm gonna let everyone know my dad's desserts are the best in the world. After that, he locked us inside a car. It was so cold I could see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut, and not even he could get them open. And then, I lost my father.
What?
Your father?
Horace Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father.
What does this mean? His confession runs contrary to the information we have.
But the name of the victim in the IS-7 incident was Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered.
But what behind Simpsons was confection by the name of Dame Gustavia.
Heh, so that was the name of Knightley's father. That low-life scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick.
So you knew who the culprit was all along?
Ha, of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father. That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad.
Assuming a lot here, buddy.
Knightley had a hand in my father's murder, that traitor. He was the son of a killer. It was only natural that he ended up dead.
It would appear that you are the victim of a very serious misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about?
Isaac Dover, at the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France, under the name Pierre Hoquet.
Is that right? Well, sorry to say, I don't remember that at all.
It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father.
Huh?
What?
What? Is that supposed to be a joke? I am not amused.
You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son.
Oh boy. That
It's
is
probably
going to
the
be Knightley's mementos.
Yeah, the ring.
No, that's the bug.
Bug.
The bug?
Bug.
What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard and his ring?
I want to take a good look at this ring's design.
There are 2 letters inscribed in it.
That is the seal that Pierre Hoquet used as his signature. 18 years ago, it was found lying in the body of Isaac Dover.
What? Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him?
The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley.
What? But that means I'm...
In other words, you are Dame Gustavia's son.
That's a lie. After all, I'm... My father is... My memories are... I played this guy too.
Yeah.
I lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car. That's why I thought it would be fitting if he were killed as well.
Knightley.
Iffy.
Really? I'll be able to see if Cirque show even in prison? Yeah. I enjoy playing chess with you, but I'm looking forward to your performance as well.
Like, yes. Please look forward to it.
Alright. The only thing that you better drop by again. I'll think of my next move. Not like I'm gonna die anytime soon.
Oh yeah, bro. I left something special inside that chessboard for you. It's a box of Scooby snacks. You
Really?
should check it out later.
Thanks. I hope it doesn't have peanuts in it though. I'm definitely allergic to peanuts.
Oh,
I'm not quite
there'll be
sure
no
if you
peanuts
mean
in it at
right.
all, brother.
Yeah, I owe you one, Simon. You're a good bud.
Like, if you only hadn't stopped me 18 years ago, it wouldn't have
Oh, what?
had to come to this.
Huh? You say what? Hey, is this coming
Nope,
out of your mouth?
sorry. I was just snorting up some cocaine. Not a word.
Not fine. Whatever you say, buddy.
Goodbye, Horace.
There's peanuts in this!
After all that, you're saying it was my father who killed Knightley?
The only way you could have made that better if he's like, oh, by the way, can I ask you a question? What's a Snickers?
Yeah, what is a Snickers? Tastes good though.
Then that means, was it all for nothing? I didn't want to become some weakling who'd be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I'd follow Mr. Dogan's footsteps.
It finally proves it. Simon Keyes, you are Dogan's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case.
That's right, it was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all.
Did not bother trying to laugh at all.
I'm really happy you skipped that. I didn't want to do that.
I couldn't
It
skip it. It
auto-skips.
auto-skipped.
I can't believe you don't want to laugh. He's finally showing his true colours.
As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
President Huang's assassination. So the child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes.
When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogations over and over by that heartless Patricia. I spent the nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring.
Tell the same shit that she did to Knightley.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can understand why I want to sneak out of there, right? It takes one bad day.
One bad day.
Our Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after you.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
February 29th must be a very interesting time.
I couldn't even sleep at night. I jump at the slightest noise. And that's why I became a circus performer. Blaze the Best was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowland was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would have been a match for those two. And there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double who had set those two in motion. Though he was a fake, I was up against the nation's president. Talk about utter despair, right? My only ally was Mr. Dogan. He saved my life after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley.
If this story is true, it's ironic. Dogan, the fiend's assassin, was idolized by the child he saved.
If I followed in his footsteps, I'd no longer have to be worried about being eaten alive. That's right! Now it's my turn! My turn to devour those who would feed upon me!
And I suppose you never thought to seek help from police.
No way, no way! As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this.
The evidence from Patricia's Rowland's trial. So he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed. I see, so that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict even in the absence of evidence.
Objection. Who's to say? But in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there was no other choice.
That's according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. Your methods are no different from the people that you despise.
Objection. That's only if I were actually the kidnapper. But I would never do anything so evil. No way, no way, no way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals. for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge. Yeah.
So you admit it, your motive was revenge.
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I held a grudge against those creeps. But it's not like I'm the one who's actually killed them, you know? Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets and let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other.
Do you mean to say that the murder was nothing more than a result of that?
Yup, just like the case at Gourd Lake. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals. All I did was come up with a fake assassination plan for Knightley.
That was also part of his plan. If that's the case, then Rook's murder was also your...
Objection. Whoa, don't try to pin that on me. Knightley killed them all on his own. Well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's funny how things work out.
How can you say such a thing?
It was the same for Patricia Rowland. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Dogen. By using the correspondence chess mash and the chisel and the chessboard.
What? You mean to say that you were the one who prepared that chisel?
That's right! I thought it would bring Dogen to mind. Quite a thoughtful little gift, wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you is an enemy. I know it all too well. The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold from the audience.
What's that, Iffy?
It really is just Discount Joker.
And you were my final pawn, Batman.
Oh shit. Batman? Me?
When you solved their cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic.
You used your brain! No one else can do something like that! I didn't solve those cases for your sake!
Oh, I know. You never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you?
Oof.
What did you...
All I had to do was go, no way, no way, no way, and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all trying to save me.
Nerves! Even your arrest was just a ploy to use my logic.
To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon. Honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be curtains for me. But then a turnabout of miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, doesn't it feel nice to be thanked by me, the one you saved? You should be grateful I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
You're wrong! He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even the times when he saved me in the past.
Hey!
Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father, the one he admires so much?
Absolutely not. That's not true at all.
Now, Kay. The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly, he's not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend. Say what you want, but make sure you think about it long and hard. Sure,
Alright.
all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However,
Testimony.
God, we're so close to the end.
Yep, that's why I'm still going.
It's more like we may as well just start a new episode at this point.
There's no point. There's only 2 testimonies remaining.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
if there's a problem, I'll slice the videos up, but otherwise.
There's a problem, Rob will solve it. Think about it. Can any one of my actions
Yeah,
really be considered a crime?
What's up,
Sophie?
Biffy?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you took the words in this letter. If you take them out, it turns to be an anagram of kill. Just take just find one K, one L, I, two L's, and it will spell kill. There's no way you didn't use at least those three letters in that consecutive order, right? Clearly.
If I had even said the word kill once, I guess it could be considered instigation.
That is not how that works.
Well, you are arguing with a madman.
He's a madman.
No, it's because... Okay, so, slight spoiler alert. Everyone's going to concede the point. Yeah, sure, all he did was send some letters that led people to believe certain things about other people, and that resulted in their deaths. But the fact is that he did actions with the intention and with the expectation that it would produce lawless action. That's instigation!
Yeah. Instigation, if you can prove there was an intent to do it, yeah, it's instigation. Like, because he's acting like, oh, he did it before me, but, you know, right now he literally is just confessing to his crime because it's Ace Attorney, it can't work.
Because it's Ace Attorney.
Specifically, it's incitement. Because he intended to perform actions and then performed actions that were likely to produce immediate lawless action. And
it
did.
I'm talking about this. All we're just seeing right now is just these three squirrels fucking juggling themselves.
Look at them go.
Look at them fucking go.
Sorry.
Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it.
Oh yeah, because they don't have the letters either. So that's also a problem.
That's the main problem. They don't have the letters.
What are you
No,
saying? You kidnapped me.
we have two of the letters.
We have a correspondence letter to Knightley, but that doesn't prove murder.
No. The one that was sent to Jill Crane. We have that one.
That is true, but it's also written by Kay. He's admitted to having written it, but still.
Yeah, did we get the one written to Blaze, or did we not have that one?
And also, to be fair, this is the letter used to frame Kay. It's not the one that was sent to Blaze.
Look at them little squirrels go.
Look at them go. To put this as a screensaver. This is a screensaver for thinking.
I don't want Simon
squirrels.
Keys.
Yeah,
I don't want Simon Keys on my screensaver.
You read this line, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
hasn't been proven
sorry.
yet.
But yeah, thanks.
As in, like,
But that hasn't
you
been proven yet.
they're saying you can't prove that you didn't read that line.
Jesus.
Nothing can be proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters.
That's...
Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information that each recipient would find beneficial.
But did
And likely to induce a certain lawless action.
Did they contain adverts?
Fucking...
Crafty little...
Can we do something about it?
Some real bastard.
What was it that he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself.
So we could just have to find proof that he directed those murders.
You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little.
Oh shit, he just swore.
You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder.
That's right, Rob. I have gotten you demonetized. How does it feel?
Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion.
Not so fast! The police are waiting for you outside of this tent. You have nowhere to run.
Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared? For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos?
What you say? You can't be serious.
Yeah, it was just an example. Wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be more exciting.
I will never allow you to do such a thing.
I can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything possible. He's a fucking madman.
If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before you make any baseless objections.
Okay, so we've got double penalty.
I can't want to make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? Rebut.
Rebut the murder.
Can consider it a crime. I instigated murder. There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be even considered instigation. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it. Not this one. What's on Nicole's tape recorder?
It's just the.
I can't even check it.
Oh, no,
I
you-
can only
oh, yeah.
present it.
No, yeah, I think it is that. I think it is because remember they listened in our conversation.
Yeah,
It probably
Ew.
is that tape recorder. It probably is
that's
that.
true.
Yes. It is my firm conviction that you have instigated the murders. After all, you told me so yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Jill Crane.
What?
Did I say that? I really don't remember.
You may think you can deceive us as much as you want, but unfortunately for you,
Unfortunately,
you used a bug to eavesdrop on our conversations. But there was someone else who wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing.
it was recorded.
In other words,
Fine.
the conversation between you and that clown is recorded on that tape.
Mm,
Rabbits.
Lang Z says, a schemer drowns in his own schemes, and this is what he meant.
Lang Z says you's a bitch. Miss Swift, wait, why is she fucking here? I'd like to listen to your tape. Why is she here?
I think
worry about
everyone
it.
just called
Roger.
Edgeworth.
I guess they're technically vital witnesses because of the balloon.
It's right about here.
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing.
Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on this too.
Very well. This is where it starts.
Well, I must say,
God damn it.
nice. Nice.
Nicole?
Iffy. Yif.
I think you may have gone back in a second, maybe.
No, fair enough.
Oh, that's odd. What's wrong? Well, there ain't no recording past this point. What?
Why wasn't it recorded?
Too bad, so sad. Did you really think I'd leave behind any incriminating evidence?
Didn't you leave a bottle of sleeping drugs right next to where you kidnapped John?
Anybody could have had those drugs. The bug I planted has a special feature. It can be turned on and off with a remote control.
What? That sort of thing exists?
Hold up. Hold up. That doesn't...
Certainly, remote-controlled listening devices do exist, however. Are you saying you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded?
Precisely.
It's fucking... Impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded.
Objection. Isn't it obvious I knew? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped.
I mean, even then, the phone call could have been recorded.
Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping.
Kidnapping, Tom? Don't tell me. You were listening in that conversation.
That's right, though come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor you turn out to be, Mr. Edgeworth.
Grr.
Oh my, and what was the end result of all this? Ah, since you don't have any proof of the instigation charges, it's game over.
In capital letters.
Grr. Feedback.
The answer appears to be no.
Mr.
Oh,
Prosecutor.
Oh, there he is.
You are. There you are. Yeah, Nicole.
Bitch, don't you fucking dare.
I mean, it's a little bit 8-8 if you already did 3 of your lines.
I'm telling you. Miss
No,
Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there anything at all in my recording?
Miss Swift.
Okay,
Yes?
the bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas?
How do you expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head?
You must the only one who came into contact with the culprit. Also,
She-
I haven't
Is
spoken
she here?
to times.
Where did you come from?
He's here. I'm saying everybody followed Edgeworth to the
Here
circus.
I am, Franziska von Kammer, out of buttfuck nowhere.
Objection.
How
How
the fuck did you
unsightly.
get
You're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next.
What's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation.
I literally just said this.
Only Kay came into contact with Simon. If any sound was recorded at the time that she was with the culprit. Miss Swift, how long have you been recording?
Since 2 nights ago, I reckon.
Since 2 nights ago. In that case,
That's a long roll of tape.
when could a conversation with Simon possibly have been recorded?
2 nights ago.
The night before the show. 2 nights ago, Simon Key. That apparently that's it. That's the line. Simon Key. Just Simon Key.
2 nights ago, Simon Keys. End of statement.
No, not Simon Keys. Simon Key. If we listen to the tape, if we listen to the recording from that time frame, Miss Swift, please let us listen to the recording from 2 nights ago.
No.
If you do it,
want it.
I'll give you a Snickers.
I'm allergic to those, you little shit. Fine.
You should do it for the Snickers.
Are you actually allergic to nuts?
No.
Okay. Just double
I
check.
want a Snickers.
This is the sound of a hot air balloon.
That's right. At the time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Is anything recorded? Bang,
Bang.
clang.
Clang. Splang. Pow.
That was...
Good shot.
Shit. Bzz.
It seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to the case.
Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case, is there?
No, there should be someone connected to the case who fired a gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case?
The crime scene notes, I
Because
believe.
he had gun. I think he had gunpowder.
Gunpowder
Yeah, he had gunpowder
Yeah,
residue.
gunpowder residue was found on his right hand.
I'm using my brain today.
I can't believe the president was packing heat.
I mean, that's how you know. That's how you know it was the fake president, because the real president would never use a gun.
The real president would just strong arm him down.
Just use
I
his
told you
finger.
the finger thing doesn't fucking work. I need to pack the heat.
Like the real president, when he does the finger, it turns into a real gun. He can do the finger guns, but it's actually a gun.
Can't believe the Pegasus Keith Howard a gun into his hand.
It's written right here in the body's doubles autopsy report. The gunpowder residue was detected on the right hand. Where was Kay at the time the gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was being carried to the roof on the Grand Tower in your balloon. And as it turned out, there was a few more people on that very same rooftop at this time.
You mean the double and me? Ah, certainly, after we talked for a brief moment. The body double noticed something and had me leave before him.
There it is. Sorry, give the voice actor scene if it's just like, what's Hang doing here?
I will shoot your ass down, you little shit. I'll shoot you and your fucking acrobatic squirrels.
I'll show you who's king of the jungle.
My question is, what prompted Huang to pull out a gun and shoot a random fucking hot air balloon?
Packing heat.
My gun can fire 6 bullets, but I need 4 to deal with your bullshit.
Inanimate voice in the sky. I am also part American.
I can't believe
carry guns for fun.
I can't believe he was rebelling against me. Is it you and
Iffy, he's not American. He's from Zangfa.
We
Yeah.
don't know what the fake is from.
Yeah, we don't know where the fake is from.
Yeah. Where did the original D1 find the double, huh? Who knows? Huh?
Could have been a hot-blooded American.
I didn't read the line wrong.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I was rubbing my eyes. We can clearly hear in the recording. I doubt you wouldn't have noticed. You intend to feign ignorance until the very end.
That's nothing more than mere
I
conjecture.
like how he mocks my
Not so
hands.
fast! What we heard on the recording was not just a gunshot.
We heard it literally
Hey.
moments ago.
Hey, see?
If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something.
If the body number was alien silent, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? The balloon.
Take that.
The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon.
I just don't know what prompted him to fire the gun at the balloon. He
I
literally
know
just
why.
saw a balloon like coming over and went,
wait.
fuck this thing in the sky.
So now, if
He
he
already
hasn't-
looks like a lion, right? He's like, there can only be one. I already got rid of the original. There could be no more. Unless he likes being the only inflated balloon here.
Maybe.
If we assume that the bullet has hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket.
Let's examine it immediately.
We're finding a hole.
There it is.
We found it.
God damn, he had a good shot to shoot at the bottom point right there.
I know. This hole.
It's a bullet hole.
I was like, he only fired 1 bullet.
I only needed one.
Apparently, he needed more. Apparently, if he was the real president, he would have only needed 1. But unfortunately, he's not.
If he was the real
He's
president,
the real president. He
he wouldn't
doesn't
need the bullet
need,
on the
he doesn't
one.
need the gun.
Exactly.
He would have just
Just
leapt
punch
up
it out
and
of the air.
dragged it.
He would have leapt in the air, fucking grabbed the balloon, and
I'm gonna RKO. I'm gonna RKO this out of the sky.
Just Huang RKOing a fucking lion balloon down
You
50
just-
floors.
You just fucking see him jump out of the building instead of walking out. Teacher going off the building, and then
I don't know what splash art. I don't know what splash art you used for these videos, Rob. But Dijin Huang best be in all of them. At this
He
point,
jumps
he
off
earns
the
it.
Grand Tower to do a wrestling move on a
Fucking
balloon
suplex.
all the way down.
Fucking what's it called? Like the pile driver. He pile drives
Yeah.
the balloon.
Jesus. Fuck it
The
up.
bullet hole was. Sorry, it's this bit. I need the moment. Sorry, give me a sec. Alright, I'm okay. I'm okay. A bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one.
Yeah.
How do you intend to explain the gunshot in the bullet hole?
So you figured it out. You're good,
But I'm
Batman.
better.
I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you.
Spit it out already.
Okay, no need to be impatient.
Night for the show.
It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop. I saw the buddy double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof.
I like
Talk
how
about a surprise.
I like how it still shows the Minister King.
Yeah.
Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. He then pointed a gun at me and fired. If he was the real president, he would have RKO'd me off the building.
Why did he want to shoot down the balloon?
It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney.
Kill me?
That's right! You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Courtney because she knew about John's past?
Afraid? That's exactly right! That body double was a coward, after all. I even remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we all clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by.
My god, you had a kidnapped K in your fucking... What?
He had an unconscious little girl in his
Alright.
basket. I think it's really is
That's
fucking
all
weird.
double. That's
Hands were
fine.
trembling.
Only
Real
double
president's hands
noticing.
wouldn't tremble.
He then pointed a gun at me and fired.
The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly.
I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call.
You say you tried to get away right then.
That's right. Is there a problem?
No problem with his statement.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
kind of in the sky?
You must have placed K on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct? I just tossed that shit out of the balloon.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. After the body double fired one shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor. I looked around for a bit and then landed on the roof.
Please add that statement to your testimony.
No.
Sure, I don't mind.
How do you know about the 51st floor?
I think he requires to know about it.
No, Simon specifically.
Oh, you probably would have noticed from flying the balloon around.
Mm.
Because
I don't know,
remember,
I
you
feel
can
like-
tell there's a 51st floor by looking at the number of windows. It's just no one's ever
Yeah.
bothered to count.
Then what's the evidence then? Because pretty sure this is the contradictory evidence being here.
Yeah, Lotta's testimony.
Oh, fair enough. There you go.
Objection.
If Lotta would have mentioned if the president walked through.
Once again, you lied.
For
You
a moment,
lied.
for a moment I thought that said, once again, you're fired? And I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
you're
what?
fired. You're fired, Simon.
Fired?
I don't even
Me?
work for you.
The body dump could not have rented the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust that sham journalist testimony?
What you say?
It's under my mentor like that.
Fucking both fucking have that.
2 nights ago, that
Nicole
lady was sticking
does-
out the 51st floor.
Sorry, Iffy?
I mean, Nicole does carry a bear trap with her.
Sure.
Yeah.
She'll fuck him up.
If anything, she would fight. She would be able to deal with those ambushes right there. She's got the bear trap. She's the most well prepared.
Given that, just how did that body double leave the roof?
Indeed, that is what we must now prove. If he did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof, then only one route remains.
He jumped off onto the balloon.
He used balloon.
Come on, man, you're making me present it.
The body double flew. The coop.
He.
Blue?
Simon Keys, he rode in your balloon.
Objection! Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have needed to give the body double a lift?
The elevator
Is
had a
there
security
nothing?
camera, and the 51st floor is being watched by Miss Hunt. Sorry, Iffy?
I mean, to kill him.
Very true.
Your balloon was the only way the body double could have lifted the roof.
Objection. At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience. You think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here.
He's
I
basically
can't
saying, bitch, I'm walking a tightrope and I don't give a
I can't believe he's now the other Joker. What?
Hey you, Lotta was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watch on the 51st floor the entire time without any breaks?
Well, reckon course, there ain't no mistakes in my testimony.
Objection. Really now, but didn't the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom cause you to faint?
I didn't mention it before, but after that I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that.
But something did happen. Miss Hart, I've determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of case falling onto the storeroom floor.
What's your point? Nobody's perfect.
Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth. That's the kind of person you're relying on.
They fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the roof.
Objection. In that case, I have a theory on how things happened. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he went and hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom.
What?
So what if he was hiding?
Objection.
Edgeworth, impression.
Good grief, you guys still haven't noticed? What if the body double stayed hidden until Lara had fainted? And then he went down to the 51st floor?
That can't be!
Heh, precisely. The locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked.
He even said it in my voice!
Yeah, but wait, there's more. I told the hidden body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead. In other words, the one who murdered the body double was none other than John.
John had no motive to kill the body double.
Objection. He knew. He knew he was the real president's son.
And how would he have known that?
Because I told him so. In a letter.
What did you say?
That is a lie.
Yup, it's all a lie.
Huh?
But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John?
You're not causing Little's head to fall, but I didn't know about my dad until today. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one who caused it to fall, and the body double was crushed to death, that settles it. You're the culprit. You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations. All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place. As Batman would say, the logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals?
I was gonna say do it in the Batman voice.
I'm Batman.
Did actually destroy the
Manipulating humans into fighting with each other. Sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Knightley and Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall?
Oh, you all know what actually caused the crash.
Do you understand now who the body double's real killer is? The truth that I provided with gave them a big motive for murder.
Gave the got the promote, is what I heard.
Get it? Those two tried to kill each other because of the truth you're so fond of.
Impossible.
Hey, you detectives over there, hurry up and arrest this murderer. What's wrong? Why aren't you moving? I thought so. Just admit it. In the end, aren't you all the same as Blaze and the body double? You ignore the prime suspect and come after me without any evidence. How easily it can be distorted to best suit your needs. This law you all believe in.
Overruled. That is by no means true.
Objection. If you're not gonna arrest me, maybe I should have a talk with the policeman outside. If I tell them that John Marsh is the killer, they'll be forced to take action.
Simon Key, your testimony isn't over yet. Oink.
Really? I figured you'd try to stop me, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any evidence, do you? Which means there's no chance for you to win, right? But if you still plan to stop me, you should be prepared to take on this much risk.
So we only get one mistake.
Okay, 2 mistakes. Well, I guess 1 mistake. 1 pre-mistake and then 1 last mistake kills us, I guess. It is weird. That's much!
It's only natural. After all, the fate of the true culprit, John Marsh, is at stake here. Hey, Miles? Why don't you take a nice deep breath?
It's the shields.
At times like this, you take a breather and think back. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. The point of contention between your logic and his claims lies in the body double's escape route. How's about, for example, we think of it like this? What's important isn't whether or not the body double got on the balloon, but rather, if we were to assume he did, what circumstances would he allowed for that?
Am I thinking around?
Well, all I'm doing right now is a cheap imitation of your old man. Did it help?
No, get out!
Okay.
Circumstance that would have allowed the body double to get on the balloon. That's right, the body double not only had a large build, but he also had a gun. And in spite of that, no trace of sleeping drugs were found on his system. Which means it can't be.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you ready yet? Hope you haven't forgotten about this.
My giant dick. This is bad. I must break his testimony somehow.
Manipulating humans into fighting with each other sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Nightly and Blaze. At
We
any rate,
crushed him
there's no
with
way the body
fucking
double could have gone for a ride in my
balloon.
balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right?
Crushed by the balloon.
Objection.
Oh, dumbass. John was not the one who killed the body double. He was crushed by a monster.
Quit clowning around. This isn't like you at all. Oh, I get it, since John is supposed to understand the heart of a monster.
The one who understands the heart of a monster is you.
Not even I have monsters for friends, you know.
No, that's because you have no friends.
Stop being so modest. Didn't you have one very important friend? A monster you control at will? Simon Keat, you're the one who killed the body double.
That's...
Lion balloon?
A monster made of cloth that expands when filled with hot air. It shoots you quite well, wouldn't you agree?
Sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've been fixated on your claim that you manipulated John the body double. Probably because it's an impossible fantasy of yours. After all, even an animal tamer cannot tame the dead. The body double had already been murdered while he was on the roof. And the murder weapon was the balloon you were in.
I see. Although it floats in the air, that balloon still weighs several hundred pounds.
When the double threatened you on the rooftop, you immediately came up with a plan to defend yourself. And that plan was to crush him with your balloon. Whether the body double wanted to get on, or that he was carrying a gun, none of that matters. Because what you carried in your balloon was the body of the double's corpse.
Objection. Hold on a second, Mr. Edgeworth. You're saying that the double was killed on the rooftop 2 nights ago. Well, that simply doesn't match up with the time of death.
What did you say?
That's not like you at all, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a good look at the autopsy report. The time of death was around 11 p.m. last night.
No!
Last night?
That's right, the very night that Mozilla's head fell. Well, Johnny boy, come on. How about telling us the truth? You killed your father, right? I know the feeling. You hated him, didn't you? Your father who left you all alone forever.
Wrong. And the other guy was my dad.
Yeah, he isn't his dad, but you know.
Not this again. Didn't I personally gaslight you myself?
Oh, was my logic wrong?
Mr. Edgeworth, allow me to thank you once again for chasing down Blaze and Patricia and bringing them both to ruin. My revenge was a success, all thanks to your logic.
If only the time of death matched up, then my logic would fit. Perhaps he did something to throw off the time of death.
And what's more, Dane Gustavio, was it? You even took down the culprit of the IS-7 incident.
Dane Gustavia and the IS-7 incident. As it Gustavia killed her and hid his body in a block of ice. Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw out the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected.
That is correct.
He's back.
Oui, mon ami.
Yeah. It's a shame that I didn't get to witness his destruction.
How can you say that? Wasn't Mr. Gustavio your father, Simon?
Young Simon.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. Miss Rowland keeps asking me about that day. Daddy, help me. Why won't you come save me?
Sorry, too busy making pastries. Bye.
Is it because I broke my promise with you and didn't eat your sweets? Jesus, that's terrible. And not in a good way. That's just you
That's just
suck,
sad.
bro.
Mm,
I couldn't care less. My father left me all alone. Even if we share the same blood, that man is not my father.
I hate to say it, but like father, like son, you're the spitting image of him, Simon. The father you hated so much.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It must have been fate. By sheer coincidence, you just happened to use the same exact method your father did. To throw off the victim's time of death.
And we rescued him from the refrigerated warehouse near the harbor, pal.
Refrigerated warehouse.
You're saying that I threw him off the time of death? How would I have done that?
The answer lies where you hit the body doubles double. Body.
The whole body. Body.
Body double.
Sunshine warehouse.
It's pretty sunny where it's murder. Hurry up the time
Oh,
of
you're
death.
hiding underneath sunshine storage.
By freeing the body along with John's kidnapping. It seems that everything is coming together.
The kidnapping? Why are we going back to that? I don't know a thing about it.
Don't forget, John was confined in a refrigerated warehouse. It's Ice Wang.
Oh shit.
That's right.
So here.
You kept the body double's corpse in that very same warehouse. 18 years ago, your father hid a body the same way.
What? My father, the one who abandoned me, did the same thing?
Who would have guessed that both father and son would use the same method?
Objection. Stop it. Don't lump me in with that guy. My father. I'm nothing like him. There's not a single connection between us. You may think so, but even now, your bond with Mr. Gustavia still remains. Didn't you say once before, I don't like sweets? That may have come from the shock of losing your father, don't you think? You guys have no idea what you're saying.
Even if you deny your father, aren't your thoughts and actions the same?
Can't believe his father's his persona.
Particularly your belief of sacrificing others to protect yourself. And finally, your crimes were brought to light just as his were.
Just kidding. I don't know anything about that warehouse. I had nothing to do with the kidnapping, after all.
In order to threaten Judge Courtney, it's clear that you partook in the kidnapping.
Objection. How scary. Those who get involved with you will get charged with all sorts of crimes. In the end, there's no evidence for the instigation and for the kidnapping. None at all. Or what? Are you gonna forge some evidence, just like Blaze and the rest?
I'll do nothing of the sort. Can't let him provoke me.
Updated autopsy report.
You always say, I'll pursue the truth, no matter what, right? Ha! Don't you mean only the truth that's most convenient to you? After all, that's how the police pull the wool over the eyes of those without power.
He just said, fuck the police.
And that's why my revenge was necessary. Yeah, none of you can catch me. Not Patricia, not Blaze, and not even you.
Mr. Edgeworth, at this rate, isn't there anything we can do?
Even though all my logic points to this man. I just need evidence. Even a single piece of evidence should suffice.
Well, it's been a fun show, but looks like it's time for the curtains to close. If you would like, why don't you come and see my next performance? I'll let you, if you admit defeat. Yeah.
It's him.
Who was that?
The boy.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yummy, where'd you go?
I was just doing the job that I'm able to do, pal.
Enter Gumshoe. You report, please.
I did a quick investigation, sir, about the warehouse John was at. That refrigerated warehouse is currently being rented by the Berry Big Circus, the BBC, just as Mr. Edgeworth said.
So it's finally here. Our trump card.
Well done, Detective Gumshoe. Now then, Mr. Keys.
There must be some mistake. Maybe it has something to do with the circus.
I see. Indeed, we are not well informed with the affairs of the circus. In that case, why don't we get your boss's opinion on this? Regina?
We are
Sorry.
We are renting a refrigerated warehouse to store the animals' food, but I don't know much about the place. After all, I let Simon handle everything.
Yeah, curse you!
God, Simon, how scary.
Regina, go. That's enough. Go away. What a shame. It seems your desperate actions aren't the crime were in vain. If the body was found in the warehouse, suspicion would have fallen on you, the one in charge. That's why you specifically moved the body back to the Grand Tower, wasn't it? However, us finding John confined to the warehouse was a fatal mistake on your part. Our resident great thief and detective are both rather exemplary. What's wrong? What's wrong? I can't even tell your face paint that you're looking pale. I can tell your face paint, sorry.
It's not over yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Your logic is missing the most important piece of evidence.
Oh, please do tell.
Isn't it obvious? Evidence that I killed the body double with the balloon. You can't present it, can you? After all, there's no way such evidence could possibly exist.
The evidence... it exists.
What you say?
If Mr. Keys was murdered the victim, trace of the murder should still remain here. Should be on the balloon. Yep. It should become clear once we examine the basket of this balloon.
Yeah, the balloon again. Didn't you already find the bullet hole? There's no way you'll find anything else there.
It'll be fine, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth is a hero who always finds the truth no matter what he's up against.
That's right, pal. Of course it's gonna be fine. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of more impossible situations than I can count.
Less than a phoenix with that.
Miles, I believe in you too. But more importantly, I'm sure your old man watching over you believes in you as well.
Get him, kid.
Yes, sir. I cannot. I'm too busy on the elevator.
Yes, Edgeverse, calm down and think. You're just one step away from the perfect proof.
The body double was killed by this balloon. The proof lies in the traces left in the basket. Simon Keys, it's time for you to atone to your crimes.
I'll see it with my own eyes. The moment this past case is settled once and for all. Please, Prosecutor Edgeworth, deliver the final blow to this unforgivable person.
This is the final piece of evidence that proves your crimes. Flower.
My guy had a bouquet.
When John found the body, a bouquet of lime leaves was there as well.
Lion lilies, the flowers from Zhengfa that represent the bond between parent and child.
That's your evidence? Surely they must be buried under a mound of garbage by now. Moreover, the one who threw it away was John himself. That's not much of a bond now, is it?
Iffy.
The language of flower stuff has nothing to do with this.
Calm down, John. Certainly you may have thrown the flowers away. However, I believe those emotions remain as strong as ever. Those bonds will surely protect you from that man in the form of my final piece of evidence.
What the heck are you talking about?
Those flowers are crushed, ergo they must have come into contact with the murder weapon. Perhaps we'll find the very same pollen still stuck to the basket of your balloon.
No way, no way, no way. You guys examined the basket just a few moments ago. If there had been any yellow pollen stuck on there, wouldn't have you noticed it then?
Mr. Keys, evidence is not restricted to what you can see with the naked eye.
What?
Emma! Yes. Would you perform one more scientific investigation for us, please, as long as you don't make me do a video game? Leave it to me. The basket flume's basket, right? Ah, a reaction. This is clearly pollen from a yellow flower. We'll find out soon enough whether or not it's from a lame flower.
From a lame
What?
flower, the same flower.
I don't fucking care.
The
Back to
lamest
front.
flower.
I say this proves that the body double's death was caused directly by your own hand.
No way! That can't be.
You crushed the body double to death on the roof of the tower. Then you retrieved the body and hid it in the warehouse.
Why? Did he have to go to the trouble of retrieving the body?
2 nights ago, he knew that a separate incident would occur at this tower.
Ah, Miss Cranes.
Precisely, leaving the body there would have disrupted his plans.
I see, but even so, he couldn't leave the body in the circus warehouse either.
Exactly, so the next day, when he was bringing back the body back to the tower once again, he saw the small fire John started which caused Lucifer's head to fall. Was that when the idea came to you? Your plan to pin the crime on John?
Gah!
You made it look like the murder weapon was the fallen head. Such foul, cowardly behavior.
For that reason, you carried the devil's body in the balloon and lowered it onto the film lot. At the time, the figure of the body double being lowered down by the rope.
There he is.
There,
It
see what
finally
I mean?
came back.
like that. Okay, now I can see like he's wearing close on the bottom right part. See where the little circles.
Yeah.
But if you look at just the top half of it, you see what I mean, right?
He looks completely butt naked. He looks like he's wearing a towel.
Yeah. It was captured in John's video recording.
Damn! It was all. You saw through it all? Damn it! Damn you!
You manipulated animals, you manipulated people, and you manipulated the races. Almost as if you were the king. However, it's now all come to an end.
Simon, the animals have gotten angry. Even Money and Mystique.
Time.
You never thought of them as your friends at all. How sad.
Damn it! Don't you look at me with those eyes.
The animals are coming. It's about time you went back to being a mere clown. I'm fitting into your pitiful jester's act.
Stay away! Get away from me! Stop it! Daddy, help me. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I don't know anything. I didn't do anything bad. They were the bad ones, weren't they? Horace, why? Why did you stop me? If he hadn't done that, I couldn't even trust the police. No one would even help me. But that man, back then he saved me. The only one who helped me was Dogen, so I used everyone else. What's wrong with that? Stop it! Don't come any closer! I'm not talking through this.
Yeah,
That's fine.
this watch. The monkey, Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn it.
Elephant.
Guy's getting wrecked.
You just got fucking destroyed by the animals.
I just like how the freaking Donkey Kong just comes in to fucking punch him in the face.
It's
This is Shelly.
Me?
Yeah,
Shelly.
it's still
Oh.
you.
It seems that the game is finally over.
Dun, dun, dun. Can I just say, how do you walk past all the police?
Mr.
mean-
Edgeworth,
Someone has ice cream.
I just got ice cream.
To
I
be
no
fair,
one would
gave all the
suspect me.
policemen I gave all the policemen ice cream and they allowed
to
me
be
through.
fair, isn't there like a really cool shot of Shelly the Killer grabbing Knightley by the throat while a bunch of bodyguards are like failing to catch him?
I mean, sure, but here's the thing: they know where he went. He's inside the fucking circus,
Don't worry about it.
and he's got logos on his fucking chest.
But I have ice cream.
He had to have given him ice cream.
You have
Yeah.
exposed the true identity of the mastermind. Now, I am free to.
Now for the coolest scene in the game.
What?
Drawing a gun would be most inadvisable. Stay where you are and do not move. I don't have a gun. You do have a gun, do you not? You intended to draw and fire without anyone noticing.
He must have taken it from the boy when he killed him.
This man has betrayed his bond of trust with me. He would have me kill the president while knowing full well he was the body double. Lying about a target is an extremely dangerous thing to do to an assassin. Not having all the cards on the table could seriously jeopardize an assassination. However, what is even more unforgivable is your deception and your attempt to manipulate me. The time has come for your retribution.
Look at this shit.
You are.
It has been far too long, Shelly.
Please
step
stop.
aside. Oh, sorry.
It is the
That's okay. Please step aside. That man is my prey.
I must ask you to spare his life. Please permit this young acolyte to receive his proper punishment in prison.
And if I refuse?
His is the first life I have saved. I will not allow it to be taken away so easily.
Try me, bitch.
You saved the life. The assassin, Sirhan Dogen.
Ironic, is it not? That I, the one who has taken countless lives, am making a plea for this young one's life. He saved my life just as I have saved his. Before I knew it, I grew quite fond of the lad. You may laugh at me as much as you wish. However, I must ask you to spare the life of the boy. From one assassin to another, please make this allowance.
I understand. If you're willing to go that far.
You have my thanks. I am in your debt.
No need for thanks. I simply felt there would be no merit in a fight to the death with you. That is all. And with that, I must take my leave. No ice cream for you.
What did he do?
Damn it! Wait, I wanted to see them go at it. Damn it! Go back here.
And as Anubis bites his leg and he trips. Anubis, bite a leg!
Yeah, my leg.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I must thank you as well. It was necessary for this young acolyte to be put in his place. And that you have done. Now then, it's time for me to return to my humble cage surrounded by iron bars. Right, Anubis. Right, boy.
Yours.
Oh, look who's here.
Hey, priest guy. You killed my dad, right?
Indeed, I'm not one to forget those I have slain. I see you must despise me, boy with horns. In that case,
Ugh.
John.
do not panic. I simply let the boy with horns my knife. Take that knife and run it through my throat. A single stab should do it. I've long grown weary of my wooden carvings.
Revenge.
John, don't do it.
John, please, I beg of you.
Just now, I had intended to seek revenge, no matter how many years it took.
Revenge? Revenge is good. Really good.
Like soup.
Good, John. Good. All your pain and suffering
hate
slips
Bruno.
away. Everything becomes numb and you'll feel nothing.
Let the anger flow through you.
Yeah.
Clarence for me, and he's really
Strike me
Let
down
the-
and I shall
I-
become more powerful. You could possibly...
Wait, that's Obi-Wan.
Wait, shit, it is.
I said this.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I thought about that while I listened to what you had to say. I think Lawrence said he was going to the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom? Shit. Alright. John! Yeah.
But the only one who would be satisfied with revenge would be myself, right?
Of course, Edgeworth had to say one line.
He said one
You
word.
literally just said, John, you're fine.
I know, but I'm like, God damn it! I'm pretty sure Edgeworth doesn't talk for a bit. I can go use the bathroom. I was like, son of a bitch. Sorry, please keep going.
Man, I read the line.
No.
I become a murderer. Mom would go through even more pain and suffering. My friends from the movie, too. And all those people who care about me as well.
The boy with horns says some interesting things.
That's right. Finally get it now. I'll never forgive you, but I'm not the one who should punish you. After all, isn't that what my mom and that weirdo over there says we're here for and stuff?
John.
John, you just said some really profound stuff just now.
I also
Perhaps you
don't
should
want to
study
get
up a
beat
little
up by a
more
monkey and an elephant.
Also, can I just say, I like how pristine his man's skin is, even though he just got beat up by a bunch of animals.
Don't worry about it. It's because he's worth it.
You gonna move the line? There we go. Is that so? Well then, young one. It is time for us to depart.
Where to?
The prison, of course. That place will be our home.
Our home?
See,
Wrong music for this.
I can't believe Simon Keys found his real dad. And with that, the case unfolded and affected so many people came to a close. However, there was still one last thing I had to do.
Mr. Edgeworth, sorry to keep you waiting.
Why'd you call Uncle Ray and the rest of us out here?
Mr. Edgeworth. The formal proceedings have just come to a close.
Hmm? What are you talking about?
This is the place where I once relinquished my prosecutor's badge.
This is your prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this?
Consider this my
Exactly.
resignation. I am no longer a prosecutor.
You're Miles Edgeworth, Uber Eats driver.
In order to save me when I was suffering from memory loss, you...
A certain man once said, use the beach. The only ally a defendant has is their attorney.
He's talking about me.
Fuck off. By trusting their client, an attorney draws closer to the truth. Hey, like this, I know, fuck this. He's right. You're literally one game away. Sit your fucking ass down.
Okay.
The sight of that man still shines brightly in my eyes.
Edgeworth, you get. Oh,
Just as the image of my father fighting in court does.
Gregory.
Gregory, I need to vent. I know it's pretty sus, but... However, this is nothing more than that man and my father's way of life. It is not mine.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I think I shall live as a prosecutor after all.
I see. So you've made your decision.
I'm sorry.
No, I understand. That's your answer, isn't it?
Like a Ray is just like, yeah, fuck it, get him next time.
It is.
Okay, then that's the end of this conversation. Don't regret it. Even if you beg me later and I don't think I appear in any other game after this, I won't let you work for me ever again.
It's kind of a crime, honestly.
I understand.
But you know, Miles, mind if I ask why you chose to live as a prosecutor?
I fucking hate
Mr. Sheep, you asked me this before.
To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on.
I thought long and hard about that question ever since. How should I live my life? And after this case concluded, I finally found my answer. I want to save people as a prosecutor.
But that wasn't one of the two options.
As a prosecutor,
Simon Keyes, he too was a victim. He lost a parent in a past murder, and with it, the ability to believe in anything else. I too know that feeling. The feeling of losing what's important to you and being unable to believe in anything. Also, like how low quality that image is still.
Yeah.
And I did everything during my lonely battles in those days. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. The one who saved me was...
Objection!
Doesn't even say the line, doesn't even show him. They should have at least shown him, at least for this part, if anything.
Just for one sprite.
Like, for one sprite, it would have been enough. But no, it would have been too much effort, Rob, to make a sideways-facing sprite of right.
Yeah.
Too much effort. Mr. Keyes must have been all alone. Unable to find salvation from the law, he had no choice but to turn his hand to revenge. And I suppose he never thought to seek help from the police.
no way. As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him. Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial?
I want to say there's like Simon Keyes.
So, how would you save him?
Throw him into a river and drown him. That's it. That's what I would have done. I would have saved him from his mistakes.
Save
Okay.
him from the existence.
Exactly. I'm sure this tragedy could have been avoided if only he could have relied on the court.
But instead, he was cornered by Blaze the Best, who used the power of law for evil. The form of the law can change depending on who wields it. It can be at once a shield to protect and a blade to harm. That, too, is a contradiction of the law.
He
A contradiction, huh? That's true. It sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't always completely right.
The only way to right those contradictions is by joining the court system. The one who could have saved Simon Keyes was not an attorney, but rather a watchman of the law, a prosecutor. I shall face the contradictions in the law as a prosecutor.
I see. That's just like you. But you know, it'll be tough. It won't be just a walk in the park. You'll be going up against the law itself, You do realize that, right?
I mean, I'm chief prosecutor for sure.
Doesn't it
I
fucking
do.
get worse in the later games, Joe?
Yeah.
It's true, that too. I do, however, someone must.
Yup. Uncle Ray believes in you too. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. I'm sure you can pull it off. After all, you're Gregory's son.
Gregory.
Your old man would never give up, no matter what. His eyes always saw only what lay straight ahead.
That's a really interesting looking bus.
I missed my bus.
Seems to be
Miles.
heading directly towards me.
Is that Von Kahn with a steel chair?
When you
What
chose
the
to live as a
hell?
prosecutor, your eyes looked just like your father's, filled with fear at the steel chair coming at you. It looks like you've grown up a bit. I really wish your old man could see you now.
Quivering in fear from the steel chair. Thank you, Mr. Shields.
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, allow me to formally return this to you.
Please do.
I, Justine Courtney, as a member of the PIC, do hereby return to Miles Edgeworth
Is he still
the rights
functioning?
and privileges of a prosecutor in the name of the goddess of law. We did it. We have the last piece of
My
evidence.
pleasure. I prefer to keep him in the pocket.
He can now leave Uber Eats.
And with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth is revived, and he's been fired from Uber Eats.
That's great, sir.
What about my order?
So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, it's time for Uncle Ray to make his exit.
As Edgeworth dies because the guy who has placed the most recent order was Shady the Killer, and because of that, a replacement driver had to be found, causing his food to be late, meaning it was slightly colder, and Shady the Killer could never forgive him for this.
That's right. I have to report to your old man all about the 24 hours you spent as an Uber Eats driver.
They say that Ray was found dead in his room 24 hours later, and then he appeared 48 hours later, alive and well, saying he had to make a report.
Thank you for everything, truly.
The next time we meet might just be in the courtroom or in front of my house if you pick up that job again. Either way, I hope you'll be ready with my order this time. Uncle Ray might not look him, but he's an ace attorney, after all.
Roll credits.
Sorry, if you're an Ace Attorney, where are your games?
Ray Shields, ace attorney.
What you know what? Rock, watch the next Ace Attorney game literally be like the fucking Raymond
That would be
Shields.
hilarious, except that Ray Shields only appears in a Japanese-only game would be unlikely.
It would have Japan is weird. I'm looking forward to seeing the attorney my father trained in action.
Yeah, Japan is certainly weird.
Look, man, they might re-release this game. Who knows?
Take care.
Well, that's a lie because I think Investigations 1 was terrible.
Prosecutor
Bad.
Edgeworth,
Or at least it seems
welcome
so.
back.
Judge Courtney, I must give my thanks to you as well.
To me?
You sought to fix the corruption within the PIC from the inside. That must truly have been a lonely battle.
No, it was not, for I was never alone.
Because the goddess of law is always by your side, right?
Made me realize that one could fight in such a way. The prosecutor's office, no, the entire legal world is caught up in this contradiction. If that cannot be set right, there is a truth that will never see the light of day. I was only through your help that I was able to find this new path. One that fights against the contradictions in the law.
I, too, find that promising, as one in the service of the goddess of law. You shall certainly succeed in helping the law grow.
Let us basically get in the courtroom, they never do.
Yes. I must apologize for my shameful acts during the trial 2 days ago. Next time, I shall fulfill my duties as a judge perfectly.
Your Honor, I do not intend to speak regarding your ideals.
Prosecutor Edgeworth?
However, the greatest judge I know is one overflowing with humanity. Even during a trial, that judge experienced happiness, anger, sadness, joy, and wanting to kill Mo the Clown. But nevertheless, always hands down the correct verdict in the end.
And Mo's head on a pike.
That's a... It's difficult to say, but sometimes I feel that perfection is not always correct.
So a
Although
judge,
that-
too, has the right to behave in such a manner. Thank you very much.
Just wait.
Prosecutor
that fucking
Edgeworth.
clown.
When I pursued and fought against Blaise de Best, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side.
Ah, it's John.
When I have this cut out with me, I feel a strange sense of courage well up from within. No matter how painful things became, no matter how strong the foe, when I remember that I am not alone, I'm able to keep moving forward. Wrongs must be put right, for John's sake as well.
Sure. John, too, lost his father in a past crime.
That is more important to me
Because
than
you have
even
to
the
leave.
words of the
Alex has
goddess
to
of
leave.
law. Yeah,
No worries, buddy.
that's unfortunate, but it's fine.
We're at the end. You can go. We'll figure it out.
Though I'm sure the goddess would be angered by those words.
Your bond with your son is the strength of your strength. It's the strength to your strength.
I don't have to be perfect, I just want to grow little by little. Both as a judge and as a mother. That is how I feel.
It seems there is much each of us has yet to learn.
Agreed. We are still but children before the world. Let us grow in our respective paths. Until we meet again, I shall look forward to that reunion. May the blessing of the goddess of law be upon you as you follow your new path.
Okay, bye.
She also vanishes for the rest of the series.
And so does Kay. And so does Gumshoe. Well, actually, no, Gumshoe comes back once. So once I lost my position as a prosecutor, is it automatically voted?
Yeah, it's automatic.
Then I may tread a new path as a prosecutor. I shall surely reach the truth, waiting at the end of this path. No matter how difficult that path may be, if any seek to stop me on my path, they shall receive no mercy. No matter who they may be, I will shout just one word: objection.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Well, I mean,
Well,
there's also there's one ending credit scene.
One
It's very
ending credit
important.
scene. Is it?
Very important scene.
Alright, let's skip it through.
Yeah, we don't care about this.
Yeah, I can't read all this. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Can I make you go faster?
No. I'm
Dear.
limited by the,
Oh,
by
shit,
the speed up.
it seems that the wound of the eyes is healed. I don't know what I'm doing. His name I will never forget. Now, shall I return to being nice and ice cream salesman? Perhaps this time I'll be a crepe salesman instead. And I'll actually live a calm life until my services are required and small. It's Rocky Balbus, Albert. Saw it. Tyrone case 2. Can't use stencils as Rat's ass. Regina. Crystal Rose, right boy, right boy. How's that be such a ball?
Oh yeah, Kate's in prison now. It's really sad.
I mean, she did commit a crime.
I like how he just stayed full-time as the prison chef.
Oh my god, she's still alive?
She's immortal. That's the rule of Delicia.
Yeah, but how can Delisha be immortal when Legion of Huang is dead?
This guy?
It's bad! He's pig? He's alive?
He's not in prison?
No, he's testifying, that's why.
Ah, makes sense.
Prosecutor, it's him.
Seems pretty active too. Is it not this one?
That's back. Sorry?
Hmm?
Is it not? It's not this scene, is it, Lawrence?
No, it's not. It's the proper cutscene.
Okay.
Hello, Karen.
I'll probably slice this out in the
Yeah, I recommend that.
credits.
Sorry, I call it. It's because it's an actual cutscene. Bye, Emma. I don't care.
Change
Emma.
the show.
Franny. I guess we get see. Do we get to see the best talk? Nope. That's Lang.
See him.
Like G says, game over.
Lang Z says, "Hurry this shit up."
Better be worth it.
Hey, look, it's the
That's
best.
the best.
The best around.
But your nice name is the best.
I don't like it. Makes me feel like I'm just borrowing Pops' power.
I'm gonna shove this stick so far, Pooper.
You heard this before. I'm fine. So even Mr. Edgeworth, why would you fight him? My new nickname.
He's still a Muppet.
God, these losers nobody
Snarf,
cares.
snarf, 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 snarf.
Snarf overdrive. Thankfully, Penny never shows up ever fucking again. Those two.
Really enjoyed watching your movie.
And main character.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, final cutscene's right here.
Oh shit, Gumshoe's here. I guess I'll have to do it.
Yeah, so it's Kay.
Wow, we really were busy with all those cases, weren't we, sir?
Indeed, we were. Why did all these incidents happen in such a quick succession?
I feel like things are always busy whenever I'm around.
Wait, Kay, wouldn't that mean you're a magnet for crimes?
Hey, Gummy, that was rude.
I do get the impression that he's not entirely wrong. So then, Kay, do you intend to resume your training to become a great thief?
I don't know.
Huh? Is there something on your mind, pal?
How should I put it? Until now, I've always been chasing after my father, so that I could become a great thief just like him.
Like the previous Yatagarasu, I suppose.
But watching you, Mr. Edgeworth, made me think. Maybe instead of chasing after my father, I should find my own path. I mean, you didn't become a defense attorney either.
Chasing after a parent's shadow isn't the only path in life for a child, after all.
I'm gonna aim to be a hero in my own way.
That sounds good.
But of course, that doesn't mean I'm gonna throw away the name of the great thief Yatagarasu.
No matter what sort of hero you become, Kay, will always still be Kay.
Thanks, Gummy. And Gummy will always be Gummy.
Of course, pal. I plan to keep pushing forward on my path of a detective, after all. Mr. Edgeworth, I look forward to continuing to work with you, sir, and never appearing in another game again.
No, he appears in one more game.
Apollo Justice, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Yes, we can do Detective Gumshoe. Detective, you saved me many times during these important cases, important part. You have my gratitude. I see you should look forward to your next salary assessment.
Oh shit.
What?
Does that mean what I think it means?
What's wrong? I am saying that your salary ought to be raised.
Really, sir? I can't believe it.
Isn't that great, Gummy?
It's like a dream come true. I can finally say goodbye to my instant noodle lifestyle.
That doesn't mean you can start slacking off. The real work begins from here on out. You should prepare yourself.
Yes, sir. Roger that. I'll devote my body and soul to following after you, Mr. Edgeworth.
And that was the most important cutscene I need to interrupt you for, Rob. It finally happened. He got a raise. The path Mr. Shields and Judge Courtney taught me is to take a stand against the contradiction in the law and to reach the truth at the end of that road. What am I able to do? That is a question I must continue to dwell upon. Certainly, this path will not be easy. However,
Oh my god. Prosecutor Edgeworth, when I pursued and fought against Blaise de Best, the goddess of law was not the only one by my side.
Ah, it's John.
When I have
We
this
literally
cutout
just
with
fucking
me,
did this.
I feel a strange sense of
I
courage
know.
well up from within.
it's the end, though.
When I remember that, I am not alone. I'm able to keep moving forward.
Your bond with your son is the secret to your strength, I imagine. Bonds, huh?
Ah, I completely forgot.
That was sudden. What's wrong?
I was searching for members for the new Yatagarasu team.
Now that you mention it, I do remember you saying something to that effect.
But in the end, I wasn't even able to find a single person. Can you imagine it? A team combining their powers in order to steal the truth. I wanted to create an invincible team like that, but
What are you saying, pal? Don't you already have a team? Together, the three of us could solve any case that comes our way.
Except both of you two never come back in any case except for Gumshoe like one time.
yeah, you're right. A prosecutor, a detective, and a great thief. We're the invincible trio of heroes that steals, captures, and pursues the truth.
But you're not defense attorney.
Hearing all of that kind of makes me feel sorry for the truth.
As long as
And
the
my-
three of us are together, there's nothing to fear. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, you are correct. Even until his last moments, my father ran along his own path. I too shall advance along mine, accompanied by my somewhat boisterous comrades. As long as they are by my side, I can walk forward without hesitation, but they don't stay by your side anymore. On this new path as a prosecutor. Prosecutors and attorneys. The path I walk is not my father's, but my own. However, I am certain that the two paths are not separate. Though we may walk in opposite directions, our destination is the same. Why, you may ask? Because both paths lead to the one and only truth. And we're at the end.
I hope.
I'm pretty sure that's the end. We're done, guys.
We'll see you guys
There we
next
go.
time.
Bye!
And next time will be Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. See you around.
Bye.